please.
194. Alright, and what is today's G6? Let's see, G6. Alright, hello everyone. Who's here? Daniel, Alvin, Hyunjong, Amy, Anthony, Sean, Okay, make sure you send your name. I don't know who everyone here is. Who is Choru? Choru. Okay. I think it's all ready. Are you going to teach first? Okay. It's all ready. Oh, that's Marie.
Is Marie here?
I didn't know Marie's Korean name. So asking who she was.
Right. Hi everyone. Hey. I'm Michelle. Hi guys. We need a LAT book right now, everybody. Go get a LAT book right now. We need LAT. Oh, did you find this folder? Wait a minute. Okay, 1 and 2. That'll be 3. 10, 11. Hey guys, did you get the LAT book? Yeah, long time no see, Kevin. How's it going? How's it going? Everything is fine? How's it going, everyone? Okay. I'm fine too. Then everybody, you have to get ready to come back to e-specialist. Maybe it might be next Thursday and Friday, okay? Bad. Come on, you're fine, I know. You feel bad because you're so bored? No academy, no school, right? I miss you guys. I'm so... What? No. I miss you so much, everyone. I miss you so much. Okay, anyway. Hey guys, go get the LAT book and pencil and eraser right now. We need the 3 materials. LAT and pencil and eraser. Hey, we are going to do some sentence work today. Here we go. Hey, no more chatting. Stop. Okay, go get the book. LATs, pencil, and eraser. So we need a LAT book page 31 now. 31. Okay, 31. So I'm going to show you this one. Script. Here we go. 31, please. LAT book page 31. Are you ready? Did you get the book? Really? You can see that this script, LAT book, take a look. Everybody, do you see my, Oh, yeah, it's a little late. Okay, there is a little gap between, here and maybe 10 or 15 seconds to connect you guys. So you can get a LAT book. Page, LAT book page 31. Page 31, please. Alvin, can you see now? Page 31. Sean, did you get the book too? Okay, yeah. Now we are going to review and practice some sentence structure or sentence combining today. Okay, so now everybody, let's see the page 31. Look at this. First part is kinds of sentences. So okay, the first question is, when we make a sentence, okay, I will say sentence. All right, if you make a complete sentence, how many parts do we need in a sentence? How many parts? 2 parts, right? Subject and predicate, right? In English, subject comes first and predicate comes later. So if we don't have the subject and predicate, that's not a sentence. That's a fragment, right? So next part is, we have 4 types of different sentences. Number 1, declarative sentence. Declarative sentence is like statement. That means telling sentence. So it begins with a capital letter, then ends with a period. Okay. Then interrogative sentence is a question. So it begins with asking words and ends with the question mark. Then imperative sentence is a command sentence, right? It's telling what to do. So there are 2 kinds of end marks, right? Common imperative sentence can use the period, but kind of strong imperative sentence use the exclamation mark as like exclamatory sentence. Okay. So there are 2 end marks. It's possible for imperative. Period or exclamation point. Then exclamatory sentence express the strong feeling. It's a feeling sentence. So it begins with a capital letter and ends with an exclamation mark. Okay. So number 1, great. What is it? Actually, the chart didn't show about the interjection. Okay, everybody say interjection. Interjections are not a sentence. All right, it is a word, but it's a strong feeling word. Interjections are strong feeling word, like a wow, hooray, oops, yeah, great, right? These kinds of words are interjection. Okay. The interjection words are very strong, so we can use only interjection to make a sentence sometime. Like number 1, Great. And then we can put exclamation mark. This is the interjection. Do you understand? And number 2. When did you arrive? What end mark do we need? Easy. Interrogative sentence. So we need a question mark, right? And number 3. Jim is Angela's brother. What kind of sentence type is this? Declarative, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory sentence? Number 3. Jim is Angela's brother is a declarative sentence. So we need a period here, okay? And number 4. Bring me that dictionary. What sentence type is this? Imperative sentence, okay? If you want to just, make common imperative sentence, then you can put a period, okay? But if you want to make a strong imperative sentence, then you can, use exclamation mark to express strong, right? Imperative sentence, okay? Next, we already said that sentence needs 2 parts, subject and predicate. Then there are different kinds of subject and different kinds of predicate too, okay? Subject is a who or what of the sentence. Predicate is a what subject is or what subject does, right? So there are 2 kinds of subject and there are 2 kinds of predicate like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? So first part is, right, complete subject. Complete subject mean whole subject, okay? Complete subject. And simple subject. Simple subject mean important part of the subject, okay? So simple subject. And the predicate can be 2. Complete predicate is a complete. Okay? And simple predicate 2 is a simple, okay? So what is the simple predicate? That is a verb all the time, okay? Verb is very, very important, okay? So verb can go, then control the whole sentence later. Do you understand? So here, my mother came to school yesterday. How can you break it down into 2 parts? I mean subject and predicate. We can break like this. Complete subject is my mother. And simple subject is mother. Complete predicate is came to school yesterday. Simple predicate is came. So what simple information of sentence 5 is mother came. Do you understand? And number 6, the huge panda climbed up the tree. Okay, we can break here subject. Complete subject is the huge panda. The simple subject is panda. And complete predicate is climb up the tree. Then simple predicate is climb. Okay. Then number 7, are you serious? Okay, take a look, everybody. 7. What is the simple subject and what is the simple predicate of 7? Okay, everybody answer. What is the simple subject and simple predicate of number 7? Can you answer? What is the simple subject and a simple predicate of the number 7? Okay, who can answer? It's easy. What is the simple subject and a simple predicate of number 7? Please. Okay, answer please. I'm waiting. Okay. There are some answers. Simple subject is you, but simple predicate is a verb. So simple predicate is are. Not serious. Yes. You and are. Understand? Then next, 8. Give me a helping hand, please. What is the simple subject and simple predicate of number 8? Number 8, please. What is the simple subject and predicate of number 8? Number 8. Beep. Anthony, not me, and not me, please. Me is object, okay? Okay, good. Yes. Actually, the, imperative sentence subject is, is missing here, actually, not spoken. So here is the subject you all the time, is just not spoken, okay? So we have to say, yes, you and give. That's right. The simple subject is you. Then simple predicate is give. Do you understand? Yes. The next page, move on. Then you might know about the compound subject and compound predicate, right? Compound mean, right? Put together. Sometimes we need to merge the subject, okay? To make a one sentence. And sometimes we can merge the predicate to make one sentence too, right? So when we merge the subject or predicate, we can use the conjunction like and, or, and a but here, okay? So number 1, Jed played baseball yesterday. Paul played baseball yesterday. Michaela played baseball yesterday. Okay, what is name in one, number 1 sentence? Play baseball yesterday, played baseball yesterday, and played baseball yesterday. How can you combine all 3 sentences together? We have to combine the subject, right? Jed, Paul, and Michaela, right? When you combine the, more than 2 subjects, what do you need? You need comma. So how would you combine 3 subjects at one time right away? You can say, what? Jed, comma, Paul, comma, and Michaela, right? That is the compound subject here. Jed, comma, Paul, comma, and Michaela. And number 2, this afternoon I will do my homework. This afternoon I will ride my bike. Okay, what is saying? I. Subjects are same this time. Then how would you combine this sentence? Answer now. Answer please. Number 2. This afternoon I will do my homework. This afternoon I will ride my bike. What's the answer? But Kevin, you have to use comma here between Paul and and. Jed, comma, Paul, comma, and Michaela, please. And anyway, the answer, okay, make a compound of something of number 2. All right, make a compound of something number 2. Number 2, please. This afternoon, Sean said, this afternoon I will do my homework and ride my bike. And Kevin said, this afternoon I will do my homework or ride my bike. Okay. Actually, the answer is we have to use or. Understand? Because afternoon is not a long time. Okay. So you have to choose only one thing. Do homework or ride your bike. Understand? You cannot do together, okay? Because it takes time you to do all the homework like more than 2 or 3 hours, right? Think about it. After school, then if you do all homework, there is no time to ride a bike. It's not afternoon, it's evening time or night time. So actually, technically, we have to use or. Understand? Yes. The next one. Here. Now let's talk about the simple sentence and compound sentence. So simple sentence is a very, simple because it has only one idea, one thought, okay? Then compound sentence mean you merge the sentences together, okay? To combine them to make a bigger sentence. But point of the compound sentence is we use only coordinating conjunction like and, but, or, for, plus, so. Understand? So you might understand that there are different type of simple sentence and there are different type of compound sentence too. This time, number 4. I raced out the door. The bus had already left. How would you combine this sentence properly? Try. How would you combine the, two sentences properly? So look at and combine the sentences in a better way, please. Number 4, please. Number 4. Daniel, that's right. Number 1. I raced out the door, comma, but the bus had already left. Good. Yes. But just, don't forget the, period, please. The number, okay, period, please. And number 5, let's do number 5. The tiger is the largest member of cat family. The cheetah is the fastest. How would you combine this 5? Combine and make something in better way. And number 5. Number 5, please. Yes. But do number 5, please. Give me the answer of 5. Anthony, what's the answer? Okay. The bus had already left, even I raced out the door. Okay, Anthony, I said, right? Compound the sentence, right? Use only and, but, or, for, so, coordinating conjunction. That's the compound sentence. But even is a complex sentence, okay? Even is not a coordinating conjunction. It's subordinating. Sorry, that's a subordinating. Beep. Subordinating conjunction. So we are talking about only compound sentence here, not complex sentence yet, okay? So now everybody answer 5. Okay. Sean said the tiger is the fastest and the cheetah is the fastest member of the cat family. Oh, but the tiger is the what? Largest here, Sean. Largest, not, fastest. So The next person said the tiger is the largest member of the cat family and the cheetah is the fastest. Bingo! Bingo, this one is right. Yes, Amy said the tiger is the largest member of the cat family and the cheetah is the fastest. Yes, that's right. Okay. This is the compound sentence. Understand? Then move on. Next page. Next page is 63. Everybody find 63. 63, please. Page 63. Now, page 63. So page 63, yes. Page 63 is talking about preposition, okay? Preposition shows the relationship of the noun, all right? And preposition has the object of preposition. It can be noun or pronoun, okay? Then prepositional phrase is made of the preposition and object of the preposition or other words in between other words, okay? I mean any words mean other words, okay? So read number 1. All right, then find the prepositional phrase in number 1. Many bird colonies are located in southern Nebraska. What is the prepositional phrase? Find the prepositional phrase here. What's the prepositional phrase? What is the prepositional phrase? And number 1. What is the prepositional phrase in number 1? What is the prepositional phrase of number 1? Number 1 sentence. What's the answer? I mean, not just preposition. I mean prepositional phrase, please. Prepositional phrase is made of preposition and object of the preposition and other words in between. So in is just preposition, not prepositional phrase. Beep. That's wrong. What's the prepositional phrase in number 1? Yes, Elvin, bingo. The prepositional phrase is in southern Nebraska. Yeah, in southern Nebraska. Then what's the preposition here? In. Then what's the object of preposition here? Nebraska. Understand? The southern is the other words in between. Okay? Yes. And number 2. Getting food is a full-time job for the parents. So what's the prepositional phrase of number 2? Number 2. What's number 2? That's right, Sean. for the parents. So for is the preposition and parents is the object, okay? Then 3, hungry birds follow successful hunters to the food source. What's the preposition phrase? What is the prepositional phrase? Number, number, then 3. Number 3. What's the prepositional phrase of number 3? To the food source. That's right. To the food source. So to is a preposition and source is the object. And number 4, these parasites take blood from nestlings. So what's the prepositional phrase of number 4? Number 4. Number 4. Yes, bingo, Sean. From nestling. So from is a preposition and nestling is the object. Okay. Then number 5. Swallow bugs thrive best in the biggest colonies. So what's the prepositional phrase at 5 then? 5, please. In the biggest colony. So in is the preposition, colony is the object. Okay. Then next part, we will talk about independent clause, dependent clause, complex sentence, and subordinating conjunction. Okay. So complex sentence is made of an independent clause and dependent clause, different types of clause. Okay. When we make the dependent clause, we use subordinating conjunction, okay? What subordinating conjunctions are? Kind of like before, when, okay? And even, then if, because. Kind of these conjunctions are subordinating conjunction, okay? Then Anthony's here. Anthony, why are you not answering? Okay, only 3 people or 2 people are answering all the question. Anthony, you have to answer too. And anyway, here, so we are going to read and find the independent clause and dependent clause here, okay? Number 6, Alicia, who always arrive on time, surprised us by showing up 10 minutes late, okay? So, who always arrives on time? Is it an independent clause or a dependent clause? Is it independent clause or a dependent clause? If we have the, conjunction who, that is a dependent clause, understand? So dependent clause are, right, inside of the independent clause. When you put the, dependent clause inside of the independent, we put comma here like this. This is in, one in independent clause, right? Broken by dependent clause like this. Okay, this is a good sentence actually. I want you guys make kind of this sentence in your essay writing. Do you understand? And 7, we forgot to get the mail even though we had been reminded several times. The first one and second clause, we have 2 clauses here. Then which one is an independent clause? Which one is a dependent clause? First or second? We can see even though here. So from even though, make the clause dependent. Do you understand? It's dependent. And we forgot to get the mail is independent. Do you understand? So in and D. Then number 8. The part will be cancelled. Yeah, the part will be cancelled because we aren't prepared. So this sentence number 8 has because here. So first clause is independent and second clause is dependent. Okay? Understand? Then, so kind of like this, the complex sentence, right, can have number 1 structure and number 2 structure, or number 3 structure is dependent clause first, comma, independent clause later. D in, okay? Then, now, we move on, next page. The hardest one, compound complex sentence, okay? Compound complex sentence has 2 or more independent clause and at least 1 dependent clause, okay? So there are 3 kinds of structure of the compound complex sentence, CCS, okay? Number 1, in, D, in. Number 2, in, D. Or number 3, D, in, and in, okay? There are 3 kinds of compound complex sentence, CCS here. So number 1, okay, example sentence here. We watched the game and we cheer for the home team even though we sat on the visitor side of the field. So we watched the game independent and we cheer for the home team is independent even though we sat on the visitor side of the field is dependent. So this is in D. So which structure is this? Number 2 structure is this. So everybody read carefully the number 1 sentence. Charlie could not hear his watch. It had stopped. He was worried. Make a CCS of number 1 now. Make CCS of number 1. Make CCS of number 1. There's a pilot.
Oh no.
Grab myself a pilot. Okay, Sean said Charlie could not hear his watch because it had stopped, so he was worried. So in. Good. Okay. Anybody else? Charlie could not hear his watch. It had stopped. He was worried. Okay, make another CCS. Please make another CCS, please. Anything else? Any other sentence? Any other sentence? No idea? Okay, if you're finished, and now let's make CCS of number 2. Trish reached to the top of the mountain. She could hear her friends cry. Her friend was nowhere in sight. Make a CCS of number 2. Make CCS of number 2. Make CCS of number 2, please. I'm waiting. Anthony, can you answer? Anthony, can you answer? Make CCS of number 2. Kevin, Owen, Marie, Gio, Amy, what is the CCS of number 2? Okay, Anthony. Trish reached the top of the mountain and she could hear her friends cry. Even her friend was nowhere in sight. Yes, good. That is in D. Anthony's sentence is in D structure. Anthony's sentence is in D. And next, Trish reached the top of the mountain and she could hear her friends cry, but her friend was nowhere in sight. But the second sentence is not CCS. That is complex sentence. Sorry, not CCS. Beep. Then Daniel said, Trish reached the top of the mountain and she could hear her friends cry, but her friends was nowhere in sight. Okay, same, Daniel. That's not CCS. Not CCS. That's a compound sentence. We cannot have the in. Not all same kinds of clauses. We should have at least one dependent clause, okay? What about Kevin? Kevin? Are you there? What is your answer, Kevin? Is since okay? Since is okay too. Where? Anthony, where can you put since? Try. Hey, you can try. Try it. You can use since too. Try it. Since her friend was nowhere in sight. Okay. Kevin is still thinking. All right. Okay, the reason why we do this one is, okay, because today's grammar topic is combining sentences, okay? We are going to do practice of combining sentences. Look at this. Sentence combining, okay? We'll practice more sentence combining here to prove your essay, all right? Prove your sentence structure in your essay. So, let's finish the number 2 quickly, then move on the new page, everybody. Elvin. Elvin. Aaron. All right, then let's move on. Okay, next page. Sorry, let's move on. Sentence combining here. All right, there are 2 sentences. Aunt Elma lives in Seattle. She is my father's sister. How can we combine this sentence together in a good way or in a better way or interesting way? The solution is Aunt Elma, my father's sister, lives in Seattle. Okay, then actually many actually Korean students might sentence might make sentence like Aunt Elma, who is my father's sister, lives in Seattle. Many students use the what, okay? Pronoun like who for this sentence, right? You're going to think to use who to combine sentence like Aunt Elma, who is my father's sister, lives in Seattle. But actually in America, okay, this is pretty much American way. Okay, you don't have this page, all right? Just look at my, paper. You don't have it, okay? This is the, American style essay. So you don't have this page, okay? You don't have this page in LAT. Just focus. Just focus here, please. Look at this. Many students would think, by using who to combine this one, but in America, okay, we are, sometimes we are not using who. Just use the what, everybody? Comma, comma, to insert my father's sister like this. All right, this is much, little mix sometimes. Understand? So let's use this one. All right. And next sentence, okay, next examples here. Mr. Chen came to this country as a child. He was 4 years old. And how can we combine this one together? This is American way. Mr. Chen came to this country as a 4-year-old child. Okay, look at this, as, right? Has the 4-year-old child. That means this as is a not conjunction as. This is the preposition as, all right? So make it shorter, more simpler in your essay. That's the point of the sentence combining. Do you understand? So here, we are going to try, everybody. Number 1, Felipa wrote an account of the ceremony. She is the secretary of the club. Combine this sentence, please. Number 1, okay? Combine the number 1 sentence. Combine number 1, please. Try. Combine number 1. Pelipa wrote an account of the ceremony. She is the secretary of the club. How can you combine them? Felipa wrote an account of the ceremony. She is the secretary of the club. How would you combine it? Alright, Sean said, Pelipa, secretary of the club, wrote an account of the ceremony. Good, very good. Sean, then you can try too. Ron hit a home run in yesterday's game. He is the shortstop for our team. You can try too. Number 2. Try number 2. Pelipa, secretary of the club, comma. Then what's the rest of it, Amy? Is the secretary what? Pelipa, secretary of the club, wrote an account of the ceremony, right? Good try. Then try number 2. Ron hit a home run in yesterday's game. He is the shortstop for our team. What is the answer? What's the answer 2? Ron, shortstop for our team, hit a home run in yesterday's game. Good, Sean. Then you can try 3. Let me show you the picture I took last Sunday. I took them at the zoo. Try this one, number 3. Okay, number 3. Ron, the shortstop for our team, hit a home run in yesterday's game. Yes, that's right. What about 3? How would you combine 3 then? Let me show you the pictures that I took at the zoo last Sunday. Or you can write, yes, let me show you the picture I took at the zoo last Sunday. Yes, two sentences are all correct, okay? Because we can use that, all right? Or we can delete the that too, right? Both are okay. It's okay, right? We can use, the answer is our two actually. You can use that, or just delete it, okay? Not using, that, right? Just hide it, fine too. Both are possible, understand? Let me show you the pictures I took last Sunday at the zoo. Both, yeah. My God braces as a throne. Oh, you did number 4 too, Sean? My God braces as a 23 years old adult. Good. Good answer, Sean. All right, you got it? Understand? All right. These are actually very useful in essay. Understand? Remember. All right? And use it in your essay next time, right away. Do you understand? All right, guys, we are going to have 10 minutes break, and Declan would come and teach you some kinds of essay work. Understand? All right, I finished the sentence structure today. Sentence combining. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. 10 minutes break. Break time. Break time now. Okay, got it. I finished. Then I put more copies of the essay here. Next part, next pages. You can find it, and if you cannot find properly, then you can just call me and
Which part are we doing?
G6 essay part. I cannot make sure whether you finished or not. So G6 essay part.
Essay. We're continuing this, right? So we talked about conflict. And we talked about description last time.
What page number is this?
Description and dialogue. Page 9.
Are you still doing this one?
Last time we talked about dialogue, description, and some
more
details.
New pages.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do. There's plenty. We talked.
So I copy more pages, okay? So you can take a look at page number then.
Okay. Alright, where are y'all? Everybody back? Break time's over. It is my turn this hour. Where are you? Who's here today? We've got Daniel, Alvin, Amy, Anthony, Sean, Marie, Kevin. Anybody else here today? Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. Alright, what's up, y'all? Coming at you live from inside the E-Specialist. Can I get a woo? Woo? Hey everyone. I hope this isn't recorded. That's embarrassing. Hi, you still? Hi, Marie. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. Have a good day today. What did you do today? Everybody, let's check in by telling me what did you do today. Tell me. What's up? What did you do today? Alright, everyone tell me what you did today. Everyone tell me what you did today. In full sentences. Okay, this is your warm-up. Alright, tell me what's up. Let me give you an example. Today, I woke up. Hey, I said full sentences, Kevin. Today, I woke up and went for a walk in the sunny weather. Then I ate breakfast. I made coffee. I started reading a new. Oh, here first. I studied psychology. Online class, and then I started reading a new book on the chain to E-Specialist. Okay, here's my example. Okay, ooh, it's 4 letters too long. Alright, so here's me. Okay, what is this? I said full sentences. I said, tell me what you did today in full sentences. Seriously, that, okay. What is this? Game. Oh, nice. Lowercase, no punctuation. Game. I played a game. Read books. Nice. What you reading? TGIF. Today, Anthony did TGIF. Sean's like, Academy life. Kevin's like, today I went to Academy. Really? Which one? Which one did you go to, Kevin? You read books. I read books. What'd you read today? What are y'all reading? Alright. What should you read, Kevin and Alvin? What are you reading? Hi, Amy. Happy Friday. I wonder how long. Let's test how long this delay is. We can test the delay after you answer my question. It's always different. Every class has a different delay, different amount of time. Sometimes it's really fast, sometimes it's slower. Kevin went to Math Academy today. Good. Math is important. Love math. I want to go to Math Academy. Sounds like fun. Alright. Reading a science book. Oh, that's excellent. What kind of science book? Let's be a little more specific. I want to hear. Is it biology, chemistry, physics? Is it about space, animals, plants, chemical formulas, kind of stuff? Alvin's reading a world history book. Nice. That's important too. World history book. I like reading history books too. My favorite one is called The People's History of the United States. It's by Howard Zinn. I really like it. A People's History of the United States. It's like telling the story. Like usually we read history, it's told from the perspective of like the people with a lot of power, a lot of money, who like win wars. They're the ones who write the history and tell the story. Right? So we don't really hear the stories about people who like lose wars or are oppressed, things like this. So the book is really good. It focuses on stories and people, cultures, and societies who have been kind of beaten down and oppressed historically. So it's a really interesting book. I really like. That's my favorite history book. Science book. Nice. I like science books. Kevin says, "What?" And Sean says, halfway through Rent's Number Lyrics. All right. Yeah, you should go watch it. Kevin says, I read a comic book. What comic book? Why don't you guys just tell me what kind of book you're reading? Tell me the title. I want to know what you're reading. Tell me the title. What are you reading? About space. Is it like Carl Sagan or Steve Hawking? In the Heights lyrics. I don't know. Yeah, you have to watch it. Sean, you gotta watch it. Like I probably have it on YouTube. You should watch the whole thing, and then the lyrics, like the story, all makes sense together and things like that. Having a good Friday. Some people haven't answered me. Why haven't you answered me? Anthony, what'd you do today? Amy, what'd you do today? Let's participate in the class. Let's all talk together. We're warming up. I want full sentences. Come on. Come on. What is that, Kevin? Not full sentences about soccer. Comic book about soccer? Alright. Let's see. I got some homework assignments from some of you. Actually, only 3. Only 3. Where are the rest of you? I sent everybody homework. Only 3 people did their homework. Alright. So good job to Sean and Daniel and Anthony sent in their homework. Sean, there's a problem with your email. When I replied to your email, it says that your email mailbox is full. So I can't send you mail. You have so many emails that you can't accept any more emails. I think you have to delete your old emails. Daniel, I have your homework. Pictures here, right? Oh, right. Daniel, you didn't follow the directions for your homework. I said you have to write a story about something scary. A story about something scary. And you just described what is scary to you. I want a story. Anthony, I read your story. I like it. You have a very nice, it follows plot. It's nice. Could have used more description. I would have liked to hear more description going on. Some things are kind of general, but the storytelling, the plot advances, the plot progresses in a way that makes sense. Sean, I really liked your story. You had some really good description in your story, some really good metaphor and simile, really descriptive words, pretty sharp grammar. It's really crisp, and I could really see what was happening in it. Nice story. Okay, the rest of you, where's your homework? It's okay, so you don't have to send it now. You do it later. Pay attention in class right now. What we're going to do, we are going to continue today talking about writing, talking about stories, talking about writing stories, or writing in general. It's really important. Last time we focused, do you guys remember, what was the number one rule of writing I told you last time? Who remembers? What is the number one rule of writing that I told you on Monday? Do you guys remember? What is it? Remind me. What is the number one rule of writing? It's 3 words. There's a hint. It's only 3 words. Who can tell me? What's the number one rule of writing? Tell me. Kevin. It's not I forgot. The rule is not I'll try to fix my email problem. But, okay, good. Yes. Delete your old email, Sean. Who tells me? Number one rule of writing. Everybody remember? Somebody remember? 3 words. It's 3 words. TOPIC. No! That's 1 word with spaces in the wrong places, Anthony. Good try. Starts with an S. Comma. This is the rule. Someone fill it in. What was the word? What was it? What was the rule? Someone tell me the rule. Show, don't tell. Thank you, Sean. Yes, excellent. That is our correct answer. Our rule is show, don't tell. Okay? Remember, when you are telling stories, you don't want to just say what is happening or say how you feel. You want to show us how you feel or show us how the character is feeling. Show us the emergency alert. More people getting sick. Show us more people getting sick. Show us what's happening in your story. Show us how people feel. Show us how people are. Show us their personalities like that, right? So definitely topic. No. Show, don't tell. Great. Okay. Hey, let's check something. Okay. Mostly because I'm curious, but also it'll help me teach. Okay. Look, let's find out how long the lag is here. Let's find out how long it is between me talking and you hearing. What I want you to do is type in the letter M. Don't send it. Don't send the letter M, but type it and get ready to send it. Now, here's my stopwatch. When I press start, you press send. Okay. So 3, 2, 1, send M. Oh, close enough. Oops. And let's see how long this is. 12, 13, 15. Wow. How long is this lag? 31 seconds, 32 seconds. Wow. Pretty long lag. Almost 40 seconds for Kevin and Sean. Wow. I just got Amy's 45 seconds lag for Amy. Marie's 50-second lag. Wow. This is a long lag. Okay. Well, now we know. Now I know how long I have to wait to hear your answers. Okay. We got pretty long delay here. But that's okay. It's kind of interesting because when I type you can read it right away, but then you don't hear me talking for another like 30-40 seconds. It's kind of funny. It's like typing into a time machine. Alright. So, anyway, I read your stories, I read your drafts also. Is Gio here? Gio's not here today. Okay, I read your stories, read your drafts. Let me double check by myself. Okay. We have a lot of description. Some description. Let's see what else we have. Okay. Alright, so we have to work on adding more details. We have to work at showing a clear picture. We have to work at making clear dialogue. We have to work on developing conflict and adding details. Okay, especially details. That's a big thing. Okay, maybe we can start with details today. We start with details today. How about that? Well, we talked about that last time, right? Didn't we? Did we talk about this last time? Yeah, we talked about this last time. Details. Anyway, LAT. Everybody, open up your LAT book. I don't have it. LAT book. We finished at 9:40. We finish at 9:40. Okay, everyone, LAT book, Language Arts Transparency book. Language Arts Transparency book. Alright. Language Arts Transparency book. We're going to review these kind of writing tips and then we'll move on. Okay. Now, LAT are big things here. We talked about, isn't the class 100 minutes? The class is 200. What? 100 minutes? Class is from 7:50 to 9:40. Isn't it? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I don't think I'm right. I don't think I'm wrong. Anyway, let's go to here. LAT. We're talking about this. Alright, thank you, Sean. Probably. Here we are. We're talking about developing conflict, right? I want to remind you in your stories. What is this question mark, Amy? Do you disagree? Why just send a question mark? That's confusing. What does that mean? Am I wrong? What does the question mark mean? Alright, anyway. Okay, we're talking about here developing conflict. Very important. Okay, when you're making your story, developing conflict. We want to slowly build, we develop, we give some background, we build the problem, we try to solve, and then we reach our climax, okay? And then it resolves, okay? Now, sometimes in your stories, you write like this. Oh, here's the problem. And then it goes like this, okay? It builds right away, and we reach our most intense, exciting thing at the beginning, and then it just kind of ends at the end. It makes us feel very unsatisfied when we read a story like that, okay? We really want to practice introducing the problem, and then slowly building on the problem. Slowly building up. It says 7:30 to 9:30 on the message zone. Oh really? We didn't start at 7:30. We started at 7:50 though. We started at 7:50. Right. Okay. All right. Anyway, what is km? Kilometers? Okay. Anyway. We want to slowly build the conflict of the story, right? Don't reveal everything at the beginning. We want to slowly build up in our story. All right, slowly build up. Okay, that's just general. Okay, when you're telling the story, I want you guys to focus on that. Wait, someone's new. Alvin wasn't here on Monday. Alvin, what we did on Monday, we talked about writing stories. We talked about writing stories. We talked about some tricks about writing stories, some tips, some ways to make your stories more interesting, things that you need when you're telling a story. Their homework was writing a story, so I saw drafts of their stories. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, this is just general. You know how this works. I want you to think about this. Think about this when you're writing, okay? Don't just think about it when you're reading. Think about this. My handwriting using the mouse this is disastrous. While writing. Okay. You want to think about slowly revealing in the conflict, okay? Slowly. Don't reveal everything at the beginning. You want something to be mysterious. You want something to be unknown, right? A lot of times when we talk about a story, especially when reading, we use this word conflict. We use this word conflict, which means problem or fight, right? We're talking about a problem that the characters have or a fight that the characters have. It's actually not entirely accurate. Often when we're writing, we don't want to think about conflict. We do something we call, this is more MDQ, right? When we're writing, this is instead of thinking about just fighting or conflict, we think about a major dramatic question. Okay? We want to think about not what is the conflict. We want to think about what is the question that the reader has. When we read a story, it's not enough that there's just fighting. A story that is just two characters fighting is not a fun story, right? A story where there's a character is struggling with a conflict. Maybe it's a character versus self conflict. They have to overcome some fear. But it's obvious that they're going to overcome it, and then it happens. That's not a fun story either, even though there's conflict. What makes a story interesting is a question. The question is, when we're reading the story, is what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. That's why we keep reading. We have to know what's going to happen next to solve this major dramatic question. When we read a story, we have to know how are things going to turn out. Okay? We want to think about that. And then when we're writing, we want to think about interfering with this major dramatic question. We want to think about not revealing the answer, right? Keeping people curious, and we say building tension. Okay? Building tension, okay? We introduce our conflict, and then we keep the reader wondering, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Let's think about a story that people know. Okay, somebody tell me a story. What is a story that everyone here knows? Okay, let's talk about the story. Let's talk about a major dramatic question. I want to use an example that everybody knows. It can be from the text. No, not everyone here has read the textbook. Let's just think of a story that everybody knows. Okay, somebody come up with one. Harry Potter? Is that a good one? What else does everybody know? Frozen? Or what is it? Avengers? Matilda? What's a story that everybody knows? Hunger Games. Everybody here know Hunger Games? Let's talk about Hunger Games. Oh, do I know Hunger Games? I read Hunger Games in Spanish. I didn't even read it in English. I don't even remember. I don't remember what happens. Los Juegos de Hambre. It's Katniss Everdeen, right? Katniss Everdeen is the main character. What's happening in Katniss Everdeen? Let me think for just a second. Story is a story? What's a story is a story? I don't know a story is a story. I don't know that one. Anyway, so Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen is living in some part of like a futuristic, dangerous, we say dystopian city, right? A dystopian city. I don't remember the story, actually. I don't remember that story. Oops. Sorry. Let's think of a different example that everyone knows. Okay, Peter Jackson. I never read Peter Jackson either. I don't know a story is a story. I don't know Peter Jackson. Okay. So Marvel movies. So I saw one Marvel movie. I saw Marvel Infinity War. And I'd like to use this one as an example. Because I think it's a really good example of like plot. Right? I think it's a really good example of this kind of conflict. Marvel Infinity War really shows this kind of situation with a major dramatic question. So I didn't really know who the characters are in it. I found it like really confusing. Like there's so many different people who like shoot laser beams and like dress in funny, tight, colorful clothes, and I don't really know who they are, if they're aliens or robots or both. But the story is pretty easy to follow, right? There's this big evil purple guy. This big evil purple guy wants to get these space rocks, these magic space rocks, and put them on his hand so that he can like kill half of the people in the world, right? That's the idea of the story. And then there are these supposed good guys, the Avengers, who are trying to stop this big purple guy. Okay? The conflict of this story, right? The conflict of this story is character versus character conflict, right? We have this big purple guy, Thanos, versus all these like little not purple guys who are fighting against Thanos. And so they're just fighting back and forth, right? And the problem, we would say, that's not a problem. Let's talk about this major dramatic question. When we start this movie, right? When we're watching Avengers: Infinity War, we have a big question that we're wondering, like, what's going to happen in this movie? What's going to happen in this movie? Our major dramatic question in this one is Thanos, this big evil purple guy with like big muscles and like a huge chin, is he going to get all of the magic space rocks and snap his fingers and kill half of the people in the world? This is our major dramatic question, right? This is why we're interested to keep watching, even though I have no idea who most of those other like Batman people or Spider-Man and Iron Man, I don't really know anything about their stories, but I was interested to watch the movie because I was pulled into this question. I wanted to know, is he going to get the magic space rocks? Is he going to snap his hand? Okay? And they build tension on it so well in that movie, I thought. I thought they did a really good job that we can learn from this, right? Building tension. Right, one by one. First he gets one rock and he's fighting the people, and then they kind of reveal what that rock can do, the kind of power it has. And then he goes and fights the clock time guy or magic wizard guy and gets another rock, and he gets more powerful. But we don't know where all of the rocks are yet. We don't know how he's going to get them. And so we're building this tension because we're going little by little by little, like one step and then one step and then one step and then one step. And we're wondering, is he going to get here? Is he going to snap his hands and kill like half the people in the universe, right? If we talk about the way sometimes we say conflict and resolution, where conflict is a problem and resolution is fixing the problem, this story doesn't really make sense, right? Because the problem is that Thanos is going to get the rocks and they're worried he's going to kill half the people in the world. Well, in this movie, we have this problem, and then do they solve the problem? No, they don't solve the problem. At the end, Thanos does get all of the magic space rocks. He snaps his hands and kills half the people in the world. The end. Okay? Now, this does not solve the problem. So it's not we would say maybe that's not a resolution, right? If we're talking about conflict is a problem. But it is a resolution. It is a resolution because it answers the major dramatic question, right? We want to think about question and answer, not problem and solution. Okay, we're getting at a higher level now. We don't want to think about problem and solution. We want to think about question and answer. It will make your writing more interesting if you're thinking about question and answer, not writing and solution. Okay? All right. Now, that was part of our review. What else do we have to review? Dialogue, right? We talked about dialogue before, right? We talked about that yesterday. Why do we use dialogue? This is all part of show, don't tell, right? Show, don't tell. That's dialogue shows, right? Shows their personality. We talked about this last time. It shows how they're feeling. And it can show dialogue, or not, yeah, dialogue shows their feeling and it shows their personality, right? It's really nice personality. And it can also show a scene. It's kind of like imagery, right? We can picture what's happening. We can hear dialogue in our head, right? And that makes the story more interesting to us. It's kind of like imagery, because we can hear it. Ugh, it's messy. Okay. Imagery. Just pretend I wrote imagery there. Okay. Now, description is also very important. Remember, we talked about, this is review, so I'm going kind of fast. We talked about vivid, precise words and unique imagery. Remember, we want to describe exactly what's happening. We want to use imagery. We want to use metaphors and similes. We want to use the 5 senses. Okay? We talked about adding details last time, remember? Tell me more and more about it. I want to see more of this on your homework. I want to see more and more details. Okay? Now, this was your homework. This was your homework. If you didn't do it, do it. Okay? This was your homework. Answer that. Page 12. LAT page 12. This was your homework. Okay? Make sure you do this. Alright, summarizing. Let's talk about summarizing really quick. Summarizing is very, very important, and it gets more and more and more important as you get older. This is maybe one of the most important parts of reading comprehension skill, is being able to summarize well, right? Sometimes when you answer reading questions, it can just ask you like a detailed question about, oh, one little thing that happened in there. What was the color of this person's head? Hair. Why did this person do this thing? And then you look in it and you find your answer and you circle, is it A, B, C, D, E, and then you circle it and that's the end. That is low level reading. This high level reading, we want to be able to summarize. To summarize something, you really have to understand the big idea of it. You have to understand the major conflict and how the events come together. Okay? So here we have, it's a very short little, where's the color of my words? Do we have color of my words? Where is color of my words? We don't have color of my words here. Oh, it's not in this book. What? Where is color of my words? So strange. Do you guys have color of my words somewhere? Do you have this in your LAT book? Please check. Where's our LAT? LAT. I don't have LAT grade 6. Where's LAT grade 6? Where is LAT page 6? LAT grade 6. This is LAT. Okay. Do you guys have color of my words? Where is that? What page is this on? Just 39. Color of my words is not here. Anyway, well, that's not very helpful. Anyway, we're going to talk about summarizing. Don't know why this book is here. Okay, yeah, it's not in this book. Kind of strange. Alright. Well, when we summarize something, let me talk about summarizing in general. Last time we talked about the idea, maybe I can open up a graphic organizer. Kind of like this, alright? Here, a story map. Go to page 7. We talked about this last time, we're going to build on it again. LAT page 7. Okay? Here, LAT page 7. Let's go here. Marie says it's in the STS. Right. I don't have the ST here. Alright. Ignore that. Ignore that. Everyone go to LAT page 7. Go to LAT page 7. We're going to talk about this, creating a story map. This is the same as a summary. Okay? When we write a summary, yes, I know this is messy. When we write a summary, I want you to think about what is the conflict. Think about what plot events lead from the conflict to the resolution. Okay? When we have a story, every story has this conflict. It can be a conflict or major dramatic question. We have to have some kind of problem or question that we have in the story, and it has to lead with some events that take us from our problem into the end of the problem, or from our question until our answer. What happens in the middle? Now, when we summarize, I don't want you to use the same words that the author used in the book. I want you to choose your own words. Okay? Choose your own words to summarize. Make your ideas nice and short. Okay? Can we summarize this one? That's too easy. That's not a full story. Alright. Alright. What I'm going to have you do, you guys gave me some ideas of stories in here. You guys told me some things that you're reading, but it's all nonfiction. Okay? You guys all read many different books here. We're going to work on summary. Your homework for today, let's do summary homework for today. Alright. So if you didn't finish this homework, you need to do it now, or for this time. Okay? This is your last homework. If you didn't do it, okay, this is, sorry, LAT page 12. Okay, LAT page 12. And then I'm going to add more homework, okay? Plus, today, if you didn't do the homework, you have to do that. And today's homework is also you have to somewhere. I'm gonna write in the chat. Okay. If you didn't do Monday's homework, do it for next class. Remember that it must be a fictional story. Okay. Focus on including any specific details, imagery, and dialogue. Today's homework. Today's homework is to summarize a book that you read. Any book. Okay. Make sure that the conflict are clear. Make sure I'll say the background, conflict, plot events, and resolution are clear. Too much extra detail. So it depends on if the story is long or short, Kevin. If the story is long, then maybe you need a longer summary. If the story is short, you can be a shorter summary. But it does want to be, I do want it to be like at least 10 sentences. Yeah, so at least 10 sentences at minimum. Are you in some kind of hurry? Alright, yes. It is 9:46, so that means class is ending now. Okay, make sure that you do your homework. Make sure you do your homework completely. If you have any questions, ask me questions. Okay? I can't help you unless you ask me questions because I don't know what you're thinking. I cannot read minds yet. Okay? So make sure you're really thinking about the major dramatic question as you're writing your summary. Think about the conflict, plot, events, and resolution. Think about these things while you're writing your story. Those of you who haven't done your homework yet, make sure you write this all together. Make sure you put lots of different details together. This is clear that you use dialogue and clear description with imagery and exact description, vivid mental pictures, the 5 senses, right? Sight, taste, smell, touch, all these things, okay? Alright, that's it. Bye everyone, have a good weekend. Stay safe, and wash your hands. What's going on with my hand? What's going on? And yeah, that's it. Okay. Have a good weekend. I'll see you or not see you. Talk to you again on Monday. Do your homework. Bye.